Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Hope you are okay on that side of the screen. And today with a security system from TonTon. I will leave a link down below. This is a 8-channel kit, but in this particular case I'm testing out the unit with 4 cameras. Having in mind that this display right over here does not come included in the package. This is one of the latest displays from Wifi, which I will share with you in a couple of days, and I will leave a link down below. It's great for this kind of scenario and of course other kinds of usage. If you are not using this operating system, you are using Windows 10 or Windows 11 and you want to activate it, don't forget to visit B&H Software, which is a platform that we have been using for the past few months with a great experience. Easy to purchase, easy to activate Windows 10, Windows 11, Home Edition, Pro Edition, and even Office 2021. Another software that I haven't tested, but I believe that will be as good as the ones that we have tested. Now, moving along, we have the kit. Inside the package, we will find a manual. We'll also find the NVR, which is this one right over here, with a disk of 1 terabyte. The NVR has a VGA, HDMI, which is the connection that I'm using right now with the Wifi display, the net connection so that we can connect to our Ethernet, 2 USBs, I'm using one with a mouse, and a power input jack. It also comes with 4 cameras, and we have been using these cameras from TonTon. The experience has been great, and these are no exception. Now, there is a pack or a kit that comes with 8. So depending on your needs, you might want to choose this one that comes with 4, or you might want to choose the one with 8. The difference is that it comes with extra 4 and it's a little bit more expensive. In terms of the accessories inside the package, we will find everything that we need for the NVR and everything that we need for the cameras. So this is another kit that it's ready to assemble. If you want something that you don't need to mess around with configurations, this is it. In terms of setting it up, we just need to select where we are going to put the NVR, near a switch or a router, and then we will need to select the strategic points to put our cameras. Once we connect the cameras to power, if it has Wi-Fi signal range, and I'll talk about that in just a few moments, it will connect automatic to the NVR and it will start displaying an image. And then of course we can see right over here, or we can ignore a display, which once again it's not included in this particular case, and we can see it on our app, and the app we can use it on a phone, on a tablet, or something like that. Regarding the cameras, it is a 2K 3 megapixel camera. The quality is great in terms of build quality, and in terms of image the same. Now, one thing that I would like to share once again is we are used to a lot of megapixels. So when we look at 3 megapixels, our brain say, hey, this is too low, so the image will not be good. We are wrong. The image is just great. Find that the image from my first system, which has about 4 or 5 years old, is really good, but this, when I put it side to side, is even better. So forget a little bit about the 3 megapixel. The image quality in terms of daylight, it's great. In terms of night, it's also really nice. It has motion detection, and one of the biggest advantages compared to mine, for example, is that mine doesn't have motion detection. This one right over here has, and besides that, it can detect if it's a human or if it's a dog or if it's a pet or it's just movement, something like that. So in terms of the installation, it's really easy. One thing that I would like to mention is that once we set it up, the cameras also act as an access point. So for example, if I have the NVR right over here, and if I want to put a camera here, it will capture the signal from the Wi-Fi of the NVR. But if I want to put another one further away, right over here, and it doesn't have signal to the NVR, what happens is that I have the option to connect this camera to this one right over here, and this one will connect to the NVR, which is great. And this will give us a lot more freedom because we can spread the cameras around and use them as a access point. Having in mind that this access point only works inside this system, so I cannot use one of these to access with my phone. Now, this thing right over here is a POE injector, power over Ethernet, and this is great. I've got two right over here, one of which is connected to one of the cameras. In terms of the Wi-Fi coverage, what I've tested so far is I've got one on the gym, so in a 80 square meters area, I've got 3 walls and no issues whatsoever, which is this one right over here. And then I also have one on the first floor, or the ground floor, sorry, which is 1 floor above me at the back, which is this one at the garage, and it's working via Wi-Fi, no issues whatsoever. So 1 floor above and to the back. And then I also have one here on the backyard, right at the end, and it is about 40 linear meters, so it's really far away, but on the same floor. It has 1 wall blocking and excellent signal. And lastly, I've got one on the first floor, which is 2 floors above. That one is using a power over Ethernet, which is really nice. Now, assuming that you want to put on a long distance, or like here on a house, normal house, but 2 floors above, the only thing that I need near the camera is a Ethernet signal from my house. So this will work as easy as connecting it to power. That's it. And then we will plug in a cable that comes from our router where it says LAN, and then there will come out a Ethernet cable. That's the only cable that we will need to connect to the camera. Now, this comes with an adapter that we will put on a camera, but the only thing that we need to worry about is that there will be one single cable going from here, and it can go about and it can go really far away, 100 meters or something like that. Just one cable, and then at the end it will split and connect to the camera. It will give us power, and it will give us image, and it will connect automatically to the system, which is really awesome. I also tried using a power line adapter just in case you don't have Ethernet on the other floor or something like that, and it did also work. So that was something that I was not sure, and this will give us a lot more freedom, because if I don't have Ethernet signal on certain point where I want to put the camera, but if I have electricity, then I can put a power line adapter. If you don't know what it is, search the channel, we have a lot of info about that. Put a power line adapter that will give me the Ethernet connection, and then with that Ethernet connection I will be able to connect to this POE, and that is it. Now, lastly, in terms of the app, we can use it on iOS and also on Android, and the app is really simple. Is IP Pro. We have seen it quite a few times right over here. The only thing that I would like to mention is that it has audio in both ways. So if you are away from home and you want to talk to someone that wants to communicate with you, like a carrier that wants to leave a package, or a familiar, or you want to talk with your pets, then you can activate the microphone and speak, and that is great. And you can also listen from the person that is near to the camera. And that is it. I will leave the links down below so that you guys can check out prices and availability of the kit, and also of the display from WeMaxit, which creates a really nice bundle. If the video was useful, don't forget to leave that thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.